With the World Cup coming up, we need to talk about which Chelsea players are going to have the best World Cup. Now, we actually have quite a few players going to the World Cup. Probably would have had more had we not had so many injuries. I think Ben Chilwell, Reece James would have been two people for sure that would have went with England, but it looks like we're going to have about 14 players going. As Phil Queta did get the call, but Kepa and Cucurella did not, which is kind of surprising, yet at the same time does make sense. So, of all our players, I do want to talk about who I think is going to go the furthest and who's going to have the best tournament in the World Cup. Now, I think all our players are going to do quite well, actually, besides maybe Christian Pulisic, because the United States is in a group with Iran, Wales, and obviously England, and that is going to be a very difficult group, whereas I don't know if USA is going to get out of that group. If they do get out of the group, I think Christian Pulisic will be the reason why, but because of that, I do not see them going very far, and therefore, I'm not going to say much about him, and that's why. Now, the player I think that's going to have the best tournament of all our Chelsea players, and there are big selections from this. I mean, you could go with any defender, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, midfielders, Kovacic, Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, but I am going to go with Kai Havertz from Germany. Yes, I know he has not been playing very well at Chelsea as of lately. He has scored a few goals here and there, but when he plays for Germany, he's a different player. And I think he's going to have another great performance with the national team. And I do think Germany will go quite far as well. I want to see, I think they're going to go to maybe the quarterfinals, if not the semifinals, all depending who they get ranked against after they win their group. But still, I think Kai Havertz is going to have the best performance at the World Cup from a Chelsea player. Not the best overall. I think that's still going to be Messi, obviously. But I think Kai Havertz is going to be up in that category. Now, the player who I think is going to go the furthest, though, which really shouldn't be too big of a surprise, is Thiago Silva. I think Brazil have the chance to win the World Cup this time around. I think they're the heavy favorites as of right now. Their selection is a little different with bringing Dani Alves as one of their players, but still, minus him, I think Brazil, like I said, is probably the heavy favorites to win this, and therefore I do see Thiago Silva and Brazil going all the way to the final. I want to say they're going to win it right now, but again, it all depends who they play against. I want to say it's going to be a Brazil-Argentina final, and Messi may finally win a World Cup, but right now, I still have Brazil as the favorites. Thiago Silva hopefully can win the World Cup. The guy has been phenomenal his entire career, not only for Brazil, but obviously for all his club teams he's played for, including Chelsea, and therefore, it would be well-deserved for this player. Not that Messi doesn't deserve it as well. He's obviously had a phenomenal career as well, but like I said, I think Brazil right now is the better team, and therefore, I think Thiago Silva will go the furthest in the World Cup, and he will be up there as one of the best players. He probably will make the top 11 as well for the entire World Cup. So that is all I have for you today. Do comment down below what you think about our players going to the World Cup, who you think is going to play the best, who's going to make it the furthest, and possibly who's going to play possibly the worst. But again, my players are Kai Havertz and Thiago Silva. I think Raheem Sterling is probably number 3 for my selection, but first two, Thiago Silva and Kai Havertz. So that's all I have for you today. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that. Helps you this video to more and more fans such as yourself. And that is it, and I will see you next time.